All right, let's get into it. Today, we're opening up our cultural field guide to dive deep into a true South African phenomenon. We are talking, of course, about the Slay Queen.
You know who I'm talking about. If you spent any time at all on South African social media, yeah, you've definitely spotted her. She's an icon of the good life, a master of that perfect online image. But you have to wonder, right? Who is she, really, behind that perfectly curated feed?
Okay, so to really get a handle on this, we've got to start with a definition. Let's try and pin down what this cultural archetype is all about.
And look, we're not just talking about someone with a great sense of style here. Oh no, think bigger. Think the Minister of Drip, the CEO of Soft Life, the Deputy President of Sponsored Lifestyle Affairs. I mean, these aren't just funny nicknames, right? They're a whole entire worldview packed into a job title.
And that worldview, it all comes down to one single powerful idea, the soft life. This is the core philosophy. It's the engine behind every single move, every curated post, and every single brunch.
Her motto is simple. It's her mantra. Babe, I don't do stress, soft life only. And you gotta admire the confidence. It's such a bold statement. But, and this is a big but, as we're about to see, there's a pretty huge gap between that philosophy and the reality of her bank balance. Let's just say her finances are probably sweating more than a taxi driver at a roadblock.
So where would you find the Slay Queen in her natural habitat? Well, you'd look for the Instagram stories. You know the ones, full of quotes she absolutely never follows. You check out the bottomless brunches that somehow end the moment the bill arrives. And her ecosystem, it's populated by men who say those magic words, "Don't worry, I'll sort it out." And that one loyal friend who's always there to say, "Let's just manifest."
So you might be thinking, okay, what do I need to become a Slay Queen? Well, you're in luck. Let's unbox the official starter pack tem and see exactly what it takes to build this persona piece by glorious piece. Okay, first things first, the hair. And no, it's not just any wig. We're talking about the 40-inch wig. The rule here is simple. It has to be longer than your problems. That's non-negotiable.
Next up, the makeup. And you have to understand, the timing here is absolutely critical. By 9 a.m., it looks like she's on her way to the Grammys. By 11 a.m., she looks like she's already won. We're talking a full-beat face that's red carpet ready at any given moment.
And then, of course, the outfit. There are only two settings here, no in between. It's either a designer piece that costs more than her rent, or it's part of a buy one, get four deal. There is literally no middle ground.
And the final piece of the puzzle, the Instagram caption. It's got to be something deep, you know? Like, I didn't choose the soft life chose me. But let's be real here. The truth is, that's a lie. She didn't just choose it, she hunted that soft life down and basically bullied it into submission.
So you take the wig, the makeup, the outfit, the caption, and what do you get? You get to the very heart of this whole thing, the great digital divide. This is where we talk about the massive gap between the perfection you see online and, well, real life.
So on Instagram, you see her popping bottles of Dom Perignon, living her best life. But in reality, if you could see her WhatsApp messages, you might find a very different story. Something like, "Mama, please send me R50 for bread." Yeah, the contrast is wow.
Or how about this one? On her profile, she's an influencer, a digital creator. Sounds amazing, right? But in real life, her career status is more like admin job still pending.
And don't even get me started on the travel. The Instagram feed is just a blur of Dubai trips, desert safaris, luxury everything. But the reality? She might just be sitting in Midrand, waiting for a lift. Honestly, it's a masterclass in personal branding. You have to give her that.
Okay, so we've had some fun with this. But behind all the jokes and the perfect pictures, there's a really important lesson here. Because that online illusion, it can only last for so long. So that brings us to the real question. What's the actual glow-up? And it really comes down to this. Soft life is beautiful, but self-made soft life hits different. Just let that one sink in for a second. That's the whole point, wanting a life of comfort and luxury. Nothing wrong with that at all. But where it comes from, that's what makes all the difference.
So what does that self-made path actually look like? Well, it's about buying your own bags. It's about that feeling of paying for your own brunch, booking your own trip to Dubai with money you made. Now that is slaying. That's the real deal, because you worked for it.
Because the real glow up isn't just about the stuff, it's about security. It's about building a life that's so solid it doesn't just fall apart if someone else stops paying for it. It's the difference between being the architect of your own fabulous life versus just renting a room in it.
So, what's the takeaway here? Hey, be a slay queen. Absolutely. Embrace that confidence, that style, have fun with it. But be the kind of slay queen who has a plan, who has a purpose, and who has a bank account that doesn't have a panic attack every time you check it. So yeah, stay fabulous, stay funny, and most importantly, stay financially woke.